Right guys, welcome back to another video. I'm starting a video in a different location, just at home, just editing the video myself. So yeah, let's get into it today. We've got quite a few different jobs on. We've got that main heat exchanger from that Worcester. We've got split sump seals on a Worcester compact. We've also got an expansion vessel on a Valent. We've got a red seal on a Green Star. So it's been a busy day. So let's get into it.
Right, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. So what we're going to do here is basically just drain it down. So I'm up on the top floor, so I don't need to do anything, just drain it down. Hold one out.
So stick the new one in, job done. It's literally just a case of lifting it in. I'm only messing around, just thought I'd try and get you guys this time, but no, we'll do it properly this time.
So I'm going to pop the motor out and just wiggle the diverter valve up and down, just let any extra pressure out that's hiding in there. Pump up the expansion vessel, just drain it down, release them, that's fully done. I know that's all good for when I get it all back in. Undo that nut there just a little bit, just let some air in and just lets any extra water out as well that's hiding in the heat exchanger. And then you can get the electrodes out of the way and all the electrical connectors. As reported yesterday, that sensor up there is taking a bit of a battering. Undo the fan connections. Always a bit tight in there. And this one's always a bit tight to get onto the fan as well. Just a little wiggle and it will come off. Right, I'm going to use my 13mm spanner. Hopefully I won't lose this down the back of the heat exchanger like normal. And just start cracking off the nut at the back there. So you can just loosen it off. I ended up taking it out completely in the end. And just need to undo them two nuts at the front. Take the little split pins off the front. Pop that gas connection off and then the burner will come off. And I've removed the top lid as well, just to help access, just pull it out.
Get the actual heat exchanger out. Just need to get this return pipe off. So I need to screw those clips.
I know I'm talking over myself as well on this video, but it's just clearer because people keep saying that the voice isn't very clear. So with the return connection, what I always do, I always order up a separate one with it, just in case I damage it. In this case, I did damage it as well.
Need to undo this bracket to allow the heat exchanger to be removed. So need to slide this flue up and replace the seals and all that sort of stuff. Slide the condense trap up, out of the way, and then this should come out. So quickly lift it out and then slide it forward. Obviously watching out for that gas pipe. And now should be able to get this bit free and then pull it out. Right, so that's what it looks like without it. Obviously there will be a new seal on here. I'm going to take this off, re-grease all that up. I think it comes with new seals anyway. New seal on here, new fibre washer on here, put it all back in, and I think it's taken me about half an hour. Right, so off the old one, need to come this. Need to take this off, this bracket, put it all back on the new one, ready to go. This one here is just in a little dry pocket, just unscrews. Right, the new one comes the new sump, comes a new bottom nut adapter, all new seals. Now I just need to take off this burner door, put that on here. Alright, so next up, let's get the sump seal, put that in here, grease it up, put it on. Alright, next up, need to put this little collar in, so it goes in this way with that blue I think it just doesn't allow you to remove it again. So I need to grease up inside there and grease up there. So once we've got that done, now we can put all this bracket section back on. So that's all back in. So it's literally just a case of lifting it in, sliding it in. Careful of that. Put it all in and jobs are good, and then we can start putting the return pipe back on, getting all these bits connected back up again. Right, they come with a new burner seal, so put that on as well. Right, and you can see why, because there you go, starting to crack at the corners. Got these two back in, need to put the rings back in. Get this one done at the back. As I say, best bit of advice I can give is order up a new return elbow, just because, or pipe, because they are a pain to get out. Right, it comes with new rings, otherwise they end up looking like this when you take them out. So we'll get it filled up and fired up. Keeping a check on that down there, that return there. Hopefully no leaks. Seems to be okay at the minute. Just for the purpose of keeping it real, just had a little leak from here. Lovely, so we're all filled back up. 1.5, no leaks on that return manifold there. That leak up at the top stopped. Nothing else anywhere else, so I know that vessel's good. So I'm going to get it all back on and get it fired up. As I did yesterday, let this pump. Right, so I've got it back on, and as you can see, here, it sounds a lot better. So there we go, I put it up to max just to test it all, and I can feel that hot pipe is absolutely roasting now. So yeah, very happy. So I'm going to do my highs and lows, do fan pressure test as well. That's the fan pressure is wrong. The 3.9, which is perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for yesterday. So yeah, a lot better. As you can see, the temperature's rising.
Right, so I'm very happy with that. It went well. It took me 2 hours, all in all, chatting to the customer, sorting out, making sure that they're happy with the taps, etc. Making sure that the rads were getting hot enough. Just checking everything over, making sure it's all good. So I'm happy, they're happy. I can move on to my next one now. So 2 hours, all in all. So yeah, next one.
Right, so just at this one, the customer's reporting that the heating keeps on cutting in and out no matter what. I was assuming that the valve, but no, they're both fine.
Getting some lovely customers at the minute. So that job there, basically what it comes down to is the customer's reporting that overnight the heating's coming on, and she had a thermostat set to, I think, 15, and sometimes she leaves it at 20 overnight as well. And I basically looked at the programmer and found that it's set to 24 hours. So no doubt, you know, she's got a big house. It's going to get down to, you know, below 20, obviously, below 15, below probably 10. So, you know, it's going to always bring it on. So what I've done is just adjusted the programmer. So it comes on from like 5:30 till 10 p.m. So it's on all day, so she can adjust the thermostat because that's how she likes it. And then overnight it won't come on unless she wants to boost it if, you know, if we do get another cold snap or whatever. And I've explained it all to her. She's very happy. So yeah, on to the next one. I just went to one there, just EcoFit Pure. The customer was away for 3 weeks and he's just come back and found out that he had F28 on there. And he was away over that cold period when it was -7. So I've reset the boiler, all good. Checked all the FGA readings, all that sort of stuff. And it's running absolutely fine. I've just realised though that I've left my torch at my last job. I'm absolutely gutted, so I'm going to have to drive back there now and pick that up. Oh, God's sake, just my head, I don't know what I'd do. So this job here is a job I picked up off a mate, which is to replace a expansion vessel on a Valent Eco Max, I think it is. I don't think it's an Eco Tech, I think it's an Eco Max. So I've got the heat exchanger, the expansion vessel, and we'll get into it and get started.
Just a bit of water in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the drain off there, put it into there, pump it up so all the water comes out, and then whip it out, put a new one in. There we go, it's just draining out now. So it's stopped now. Right, so there's just a bracket that sits on the front here. Just have to undo 2 screws and pull that out, and then it's just literally a case of here. Old one out. So slide it in that bracket, get your O-ring ready. I'm just putting the bracket on. So you've got to do these 2 screws that just go through the top case. Washer in. Just filling it up. Right, so just turned up to this Green Star ERP. Customers reporting it as a leak. As you can see, there is water there. Can't see anything from the actual sort of like hydraulic section. I'm going to double check it. Obviously, I'm going to take the cover off. But is it just me, or is everybody terrified of touching these clips? I hate them. Right, I'm going to assume that that is all old from possibly like that AAV looks new. So I'm assuming that AAV probably sprayed out everywhere at some point. So I think that is not the issue, because yeah, it looks like it's sprayed. What I'm going to do, I'm just wondering maybe whether we did have some heavy rain. And I can see a little bit of staining on there. Just wondering maybe whether it's rainwater. Because the pressure is all good. They've not been topping up the pressure. There's not an obscene amount of water anywhere. It's just sitting at the front somewhere. I'll check all these seals as well with my analyzer, just make sure they're okay. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. Okay, so I think I found the culprit. There we go. Seal's gone. What do I do? New heat exchanger, not another one. That'll be my third in pretty much like a week. I've never known one of these, so a little bit nervous. We've never done one. Oh dear. Sorry, Mr. Customer, but just can't take the risk, and gonna have to just drain it down, obviously. And yeah, come back Monday. It's just a shame it's been on Friday that I've come. Fuse out, put a sticker on there, leave some paperwork for them. I'll tell you what, this week has restored my faith in humanity. Some people are just so nice. I've been given a bar of chocolate for turning their boiler off. But it's only because they appreciate gas safety, and obviously I don't want to leave that boiler over the weekend. And he was like, look mate, that's absolutely fine. I said, like, no, I just don't want to cause any problems, and obviously I don't want to cause myself any problems. And if there's CO leaking out, which there would be because there's water, and you can see all the crustiness, it's probably been going for a while. So yeah, I've stickered it, given the relevant paperwork and all that sort of stuff. If anybody's got any tips on doing one of these heat exchangers, because I'll be honest with you, I haven't done a thing on one of these, so a little bit nervous. So if anybody's got any tips, I will be looking at videos on other people's channels, see if anybody else has done anything. Yeah, feel free, stick them in the comment section. It'd be very helpful. See you on the next one. Right, so what I'm trying to show you there is something that I've done a video on before. I came here before, oh no, it's early on in December. And I couldn't find any faults, but also they had reset the boiler, so it's a tenanted property but no one's in there at the minute, so they're not there very frequently, and so I didn't know what fault code I was working with, so I checked it all over, checked the pump, plate, checked hot water, checked everything, checked all the readings, everything was all good. Yeah, so I've come back today and it's actually got a fault code on there today, which is overheat. Now, as I say, it's not on, but they've left the thermostat on around about 15, so it kicks in and out when it gets cold, etc. So they don't want any frozen pipes. And I think it's that red seal, as I showed. You know, it's showing out 21 ppms. Now, what happens is, I think this is, and I've had it confirmed before, is that red seal's leaking. The heat builds up inside the heat exchanger, and it's right next to that overheat thermostat, and then it locks it out. So that's what I think is happening. I'm going to change it, the red seal. And I'm 99% sure that will solve the issue, because everything else is all good. The pump, yeah, nothing's blocked. And
right, so the new seal's in, so and I'm just showing you that it's all good. There's no ppms leaking out. And I've done videos on replacing these before, so if you want to go back into my library from before, feel free. There are videos there. So yeah, just showing you that. It's all good. And then what I'm doing is going to set up the gas valve, because the ratios are way out. After I've changed that red seal. So when I came before, they were all good, so now that I've changed that red seal, it's obviously knocked it out. So that's my little adjusting tool. So I'm going to do my highs and lows, make sure I get them back right. So it's 9.2 low, 9.8 high, I think. it says it on the inside of the boiler cover. So yeah, so I just need to spend a bit of time. It's basically just like setting up like a carburettor on an old car, really. That's the way I sort of explain it to people. And yeah, you just try and get it right. So spend a bit of time trying to get that right, up and down. It's only small movements just to get it right. You see my hand there. Well, that's a little tool there for it. You see here, just little small adjustments will bring it back down again to where we want it. So it just takes a little bit of time. I'll get that down and just take a bit of time. Lovely. There we go. Right, so yeah, there you go. There's the red seal. It has perished, obviously. So I reckon it's just been that's been blowing and heating up the boiler and tripping that overheat stat. So yeah, I've had it before, and yeah, it's just one of them. It's a bit of an unusual one, but yeah, hopefully that's it. Well, and sorry, and then obviously you saw me setting up the gas valve just because the ratios. Last time I was here, checked all them, they were absolutely fine. This time they're way out. Maybe it's because I've changed that, and it's just changed it all. So yeah, set it back up again. 9.2 low, 9.8 high. So it says it in the boiler. So yeah, lovely. On to the next one. My brain is frazzled today, like already. I mean, I've still got 2 more to go. It's late in the day, to be fair, already. So yeah, my brain, I don't know, just yeah, I think it's been a busy week, even though it's been 4 days. These blooming screws when they get out of place, it's so annoying. I'm knackered today. Just went in for a service and they were like, yeah, it's in there, it's all good. Okay, whereabouts is it? Yeah, it's in the corner. Oh, okay. You mean behind the tumble dryer that's double stacked? And they were like, yeah, you have to take that down. Oh, okay, right. So what, you didn't think about doing that before I came or whatever? And you just like, they were like, well, normally somebody else, we'd normally take it down the night before. Okay, but you just thought, leave it up for me for a special treat. But yeah, it's all good. So yeah, on to my last job now, and it's another Green Star. It's been Worcester's today. Worcester. So I hope everyone's had a good week. It's been a busy 4 days, as you can see from the videos I've put up. Now, just quickly, just remember, these jobs, I'm only giving you a snippet of what actually goes on these jobs, okay? So, like, there's loads more tests. The seals are all being tested, all that sort of stuff. So I just want you guys to remember that you're only seeing a 5-minute section of a 2-hour job. So, yeah, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. If there's anything you do want to see, I can try my best to show that. And obviously on Monday we're going to have that heat exchanger from that Worcester compact. So if you've got any tips, please fire away, because I've never done one, literally never done anything on one of them yet. So yeah, feel free to share them in the comment section, and see you guys next week.